Perimenopause and what no one talks about. So let's be real. Perimenopause is more than just hot flashes. If you're in your 30s and 40s and you feel like your body's turned on you, you're not alone and you're definitely not crazy. We have so many people in the practice that we hear say, I have all the symptoms of perimenopause. I have brain fog, I have mood swings, I have anxiety when I never had anxiety before. I have weight gain, especially around my belly. I have night sweats, I have low libido. I feel sad and I've never struggled with that before. And a lot of them say, women say, I've gone to my doctor and number one, if you can get your doctor to check your labs, great. Okay. But most people can't even get them to check their labs. Then, if they do get them to check their labs, guess what I hear? Well, everything looks okay. Your labs are normal. So you may need an antidepressant, right? Guess what, everybody? Women in their 30s and 40s do not just get depression all of a sudden. They do not just get anxiety all of a sudden. They do not just get heart palpitations all of a sudden when they've never had that before, okay? It can be perimenopause. Now, it can be other things, right? So thyroid, some other dysfunctions, adrenal dysfunctions, they can cause these symptoms too. So it is important for you to have a thorough workup and thorough lab work, at least at the start of working with someone before we do determine that it is your hormones. Remember, I am a doctor, but I'm not your doctor. So the things that I say, I don't know your history, but it does warrant a full investigation to make sure that there is not other compounding factors. Fact of perimenopause is this. In early and mid perimenopause, you will not see changes in the lab work. So when someone says to you, well, your labs are normal, so, here's your antidepressant, or your labs are normal, there's nothing we can do. That isn't true. Expect that your labs are not going to be normal in early to mid perimenopause and share that with your provider. I know my labs are going to be normal because guess what? Dr. Sarah told me so. Why are we having these symptoms to begin with? In perimenopause, we're starting to have a decline of estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. Okay. And again, the labs may still all look normal. A lot initially, actually, the lab work that we see change the fastest from a lab work perspective is actually the testosterone. Then testosterone will start to decline before the estrogen declines. So we can see lower T's in perimenopause. But when you are in perimenopause, it is a hormonal roller coaster. And that is really why your lab work stays normal for quite a bit of time. Okay. And also when we're drawing lab work, it's a snapshot in time, right? It's that one little piece part of the month. And guess what? If your provider tells you that you need to get labs on this day of your cycle, you don't. Any good and astute provider should be able to interpret the lab work where you are and tell you where in your cycle you are. Okay. I highlight all of this because I want you to know that it is so important to listen to your symptoms. You are not just a bunch of lab work, okay? Trust your body, and you are your own advocate. So if you are getting gaslit or whatever you want to call it, you know you have symptoms. You need to pursue those. You need to find someone who listens and understands, and who wants to be able to take through and work for you. This journey of perimenopause is so individualized. It is so individualized. But the first step is to understand that it happens, to check your lab work and make sure nothing else is going on. And then to find someone who is able to help you and negotiate and navigate, right? Navigate with you, drive with you through this hormonal roller coaster. Listen, we have lots of other YouTube videos perimenopause. Hey, if you don't even know if you're in perimenopause, what is one of the first things you can do? Go watch our YouTube on perimenopause and what is the tracking and journaling. It's very helpful. And it gives us as doctors a lot of information on what your symptoms are, how hormonal you are, those types of things, where your symptoms are coming into play, and help us really fine tune your care. Okay. So listen, this is not the end of the road. This is actually the beginning. It's the beginning of a wonderful journey in the best part of our life. Stay tuned to your body, listen to it. Remember that you are not lab work, okay? And trust your body Write your symptoms down, talk to your doctor. If they don't listen, please find someone who does. If you live in New York, if you live in Texas, you live in Florida, you can reach out to us anytime. We do telemedicine, and we do in telemedicine in Texas and New York, and we do in-person and telemedicine in Florida. We are here to help you along your journey. And remember, this is a process, and listen to your body. And until next time, stay well.